A banger of a track. A cameo fest now live.
That's right, in Showtime, DUNGKA. They also performed it in their Xiaomi concert, which happened a few days ago. We're going to check out both. Let's see the differences, you know, obviously in sound, performances, presentation. Let's give it a watch. Kenny's nice fucking David Beckham era.
Yeah, he really is like in his like 2005 era.
Pablo. Pablo. This is probably one of the hardest songs they've got to perform live.
This is actually not only hard vocally because it's so hype.
This is also exhausting, this fucking song.
You have to finish with this track. You cannot open
How
with
the
this
hell?
track like this.
Well, I want to see it. That's why I want to see it in the placing of their concert, because it's like, what, dude?
You have to close with a song like
Someone's
this.
gonna die.
Because also the energy levels are like super high.
Yeah.
The stamina is like ridiculously demanding, and then you also have a choreo that is just as crazy,
So
that is
impactful,
just as hype, and then even if you mark it, it has to be impactful.
Mm-hmm.
You have to create that sort of like punching sort of effect, and I think this is one of those songs that when you see it done in settings like this, for Showtime, for example, that you have so many dynamics of like cameramen and different settings, the blocking of the whole song is already demanding. Like it's already like a theatrical production.
Yep.
And you are working through segments of songs that depending on who's singing, the focus changes. That also shifts the direction of the group as a whole.
Yep.
And where their attention goes to. I think these performances are ridiculously hard to do and really difficult to live up to every time you perform.
They're very difficult
live.
from every point of view.
Yeah.
Stage directing, stage coordinating, choreography, singing wise, is very, very difficult. And actually, I would say right now, probably the two people that are working the hardest in terms of like the vocal demands that they both have is like we've said it a lot about Ken, like Felipe, because he is the backbone of the group essentially.
And
with
he's just
the
constantly
bass.
singing.
But
Wow.
But to sing lower voice stuff or lower notes per se, you have to be very settled and they're very grounded. And he's always working.
Wow.
See, that belt was completely raw.
Nothing in between that microphone and his voice.
See there, you have some layers. You have to make it sound girthier.
Yes, sir. Woo! Damn, why? Do you know, here's the thing. I bet Still actually
Wanted to do that.
Like, he loves doing this.
Damn.
Yeah, he loves that.
Yeah, look how proud they are.
Just
I got
loves doing that.
schma. Ending fairy. I'm glad they also are getting in tighter shape as well. They all look
They
very,
look
very healthy.
Yeah, they all look healthy.
They're lifting, which is really important, especially for someone like Stel, because I don't think people sort of comprehend the physical demand that guy is under consistently. The consistency is very high.
The consistency is so high.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like, I genuinely think for singers like Stel, they actually find so much catharsis by singing really difficult
Probably.
lines.
Well, I mean,
because I feel
he
like
probably could have argued, like, mate, please don't give
we
me
don't
this,
have to
this
do
line.
this.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
they genuinely don't have to do those difficult singing phrases, especially because the song's already busy. It didn't need the extra ad lib at the top, but just to end the song, it really didn't. I mean, they were shouting 3 seconds ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the track is layered. The track is full on. So I genuinely think that these are artistic choices that
Probably.
they genuinely take so much satisfaction on doing. Oh, I knew this was gonna be great with a band.
I want this.
Yeah, yeah.
Big up Tukiniki for the footage, yeah?
Sir! This is actually better sound quality. Because you have a band, there's so much to feed off from.
You know, they're even more forward here than the Showtime.
Okay, just fine! Oh, these guys are so cool! That is so cool! Fabulous. That's actually fabulous.
Wow.
Fabulous, fabulous. Every time! Every time!
That's how I feel about Ken at the moment, mate.
Actually, me
What a
too.
star boy. Also,
They're all in their best era.
Pablo exudes big leadership.
Genuinely.
He looks so happy, man.
The guitarist paid him double.
Wow.
See, because
It's the last one.
when you have to close with that.
Yeah, that's the last. It has to be.
Good.
And I'm Ken.
SB19.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night, everyone. Ingat pauwi ang lahat. We love you.
Pamuyang lahat. Salamat, salamat.
Ah.
Yeah, you have to close with this.
Or maybe they just pull up for one song.
I don't think so. You don't.
Because it's
you
an
don't
all-star.
put-
It's an all-star show in. I think it's a theme park. This.
So maybe they were like the closing act. Because otherwise, why would you put so much paraphernalia?
Well, they're fucking promoting.
They are. It's
You know,
Dude,
very interesting.
Dude,
like,
I love the mix in here. I
They-
think I feel like they enjoyed this better than they did like in the studio.
in Showtime.
Yeah.
I think Showtime is probably it's a harsher,
harder.
more difficult
Yeah,
environment.
it's harder.
But here
The pressure is higher as
I
well.
think also here with your musicians, there are moments in which you can feed off of each other.
That guitarist?
Correct. I think also the audience is very different type of audience than a TV audience. The TV audience can't really go that nuts, even though with SB19, they're kind of hard to
hold
control.
back. Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
hold back.
But I'm very pleased that this, Simula at Wakas,
Yeah.
it's like showcasing that it can be done live very well, and that we very much look forward to
Yeah.
seeing them. Very, very intrigued.
Oh, this is awesome.
Goodbye.